Kickoff is gonna be
to Clayton.
to Clayton, and
oh,
it's gonna be a flag there.
you talk about a game of inches. That literally went out of bounds at the 1 hard line. So the difference is if that goes into the end zone, into the blue, the ball's at the 20. Now that it went out of bounds, the Jackets, I think, can get the ball in high school. I think they get it at the 35-yard line. Yep. So a 1 yard is a 15-yard difference. And so, it is a football is the ultimate game of inches. And so, 35-yard line. And so now adjustment. Okay, let's see how Harrisonville adjusts because you got to call a spade a spade. Their cornerbacks cannot guard Russell or Ansley one-on-one. Okay, you see already with Harrisonville kind of with this too high, three high shell look, trying to give some cornerbacks, trying to turn the receivers inside.
Motion there by Augie. Hand off to Clayton. Do a little spin move there, only getting about a yard.
And see, that's the right adjustment right there. You come out, you see those 3 high safeties in the middle of the field. That's giving you a light. You're doing the math. That's 6 guys in the box. Six guy box. So that's a run. That is a run box. And so that's the right call right there against that. But hey, good job, by Harris. I told you, Harrisonville got some good guys. Johnson, senior D, and number 33. We already talked about Wyatt Smith. They got some guys up front, man. Paris, they got a senior-led front 7. So that's the end of the first quarter here. Very, very entertaining first quarter. Couple trends. So, Jake, I want to give you guys, if you're a Jacket fans, it's some good. So, the last 4 meetings of this rivalry, the team that has scored first has won the game. Also, another trend that, it depends how you look at it. The last 4 times teams have played, it's been at least a 40-point game. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's either all or nothing with these teams. But I don't know. Tonight has a feel tonight that this is going to be a very competitive game. Both teams, a punch, counter punch. I think both teams understand where they have some matchups that they can exploit. I think for the Jackets right now, they're going to come out and just say, hey, now just like as Jackets doing with Harrisonville and a Hall, it sounds like that the Wildcats going to say, hey, McClare, can you beat us? We're not going to let Clayton beat us. McClare, you're the young QB. Can you beat us? And you know what, though? Hey, sometimes quarterback's best friend is some really good weapons around him. And so fantastic first quarter. A lot of different things. Saw a lot of different things. And now you see kind of both teams settling in. And, let's see who makes the adjustment.
We're not shooting, by the way, but I think it's recording us as audio. So if you want to speak to on the team, then please do. But I'm not actually sure.
Fake to Evans.
McClare going to be swallowed up and absolutely torched in the backfield. That defensive front is looking scary and ugly.
And that's the thing. Hey, I like it. Hey, fake the jet to Evans. Get the linebackers coming up. I think it's one thing you talk about with McClare. If he had some major time at his feet, he had Johnny getting going up the sideline. But one of those things where, I got an old saying. My old high school coach would say, whenever we play a good quarterback, says, hey, you know what? Quarterback can't throw off his back. And so you say, well, hey, you know what? We're going to hit him hard, hit him early, get him seeing some ghost.
Jackets are going to be at the 24.
And so, again, you see
3rd and 21. Timeout there by the Yellow Jackets.
And we talked about it on one of our notes. We said for the Jackets offense, stay ahead of the chains. Stay ahead of the chains. We can't afford negative plays. We can't afford penalties. We have to be able to get in 3rd and manageable. I mean, like I say, our playbook's not very big for 3rd and 21. Now, again, if Harris, you get the right coverage you like, or some missed tackles, maybe to Ansley, maybe to Russell, you want to do that. But I can't imagine Harrisonville. I'm sure they'll come out and spice some soft coverage, probably about 5 deep, just there and let that, like you say, let that pass rush eat, man. Sometimes you know this is a. If I'm the Jackets, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe see a screen right here, maybe something quick. They throw one to Russell, so you can pick up some yards. But what you don't want to do is drop back and get McClare hit some more.
And Coach Brown, I gotta say that the kid McClear is taking the rush pretty well. We were saying he's got to stare down that defense, down the barrel, and make some tight throws, and see if he can get some open looks and deliver the goods for the Yellow Jackets. And so far, he's been pretty solid. Huge sack at the start of that drive.
3rd and 21 from their own, about 24, man. To hope looks like Harrisonville. Looks like they might roll some coverage.
Motion there by Kadarius.
Roll some coverage over top.
He's gonna fire it to Izzy.
And you know what?
It's going to be broken up by number 28, David Melzer, the freshman.
David Meltzer. Meltzer name is very synonymous with Harrisonville. He's a legacy kid, has some siblings who were very well players for them. It's not surprising him playing as a freshman. That's one of those things where, hey, John again had to build for line. I think McClare, if he get that one back, he put a little more air on him. I mean, Izzy is 6 and forever. He has a long reach. But again, it's easy to say, but I had to play before, McClare had 3 guys in his face. And so sometimes with that rush, you want to get that QB man seeing ghosts. You want to get him off his spot and you want to make him make a perfect throw. But if I'm the Jackets, I still like the fact that we are getting consistent pressure. I like that we're getting guys consistently open. We just got to complete the pass.
It'll be delayed game there on the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be 4th and forever here.
And you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world, because what's the difference between 4th and 21 and 4th and 26?
Not much, especially on a punt.
Hey, it is long. And so right now you want to tell Russell if looks like that's Camberley, back deep. I'll probably see Russell, man, probably want to kick away from him. But you got Banging out there. You got a couple other good tacklers. But you know what? I like good directional kick. Not doesn't leave much for a return.
Just going to roll out there at about the 43-yard line.
And you know what? Flag on the play.
The Wildcats back on offense.
Let's see what the flag is. Holding against Harrisonville, so that'll push the Wildcats back a little bit more. So we got a holding call against the Wildcats. Looks like maybe on their gunner, and so that marked them back. Looks like put them at about their own maybe 30, 35, 36-yard line. So Jake, if you had to guess, man, what do you think we're going to see some more of on this offensive drive?
I mean, is it veer or is it veer? I mean,
you know what?
That's all I'm thinking.
We're going to limb here, and it is, but. And again, it's just one of those things where, hey, the Jackets, hey, they're going to run it. It's can we stop it?
It's going to be it's going to be a keeper there and a pitch to number 35. It's going to be a first down run. Getting tackled out of bounds there. What a nice run there by number 35, Asher Hall.
Yeah. And I wonder if Hall is he's related to Levi, the quarterback, which I'm sure they practice that pitch probably 1 or 2 times in the old backyard. But as you see, right, so first it's a dive. The last play they scored a touchdown. So we're jumping on dive. Then we're going to jump on the quarterback. Oh, guess what I haven't done yet? Pitch. And so with this triple option, it's, they call it lethal simplicity because it's very simple, but it just wears on you, man. It makes you think over and over and over again.
There's going to be a handoff to 21, getting nice yardage there. About a 23-yard gain. My goodness, that play just eating down on the Yellow Jackets. Eli Torres with a huge gain.
And again, you see, so this time we're going to run the exact same play, and I think right now you're seeing something with the alignment. In our next break, I have a comment I think what's going on next break. I'll point it out to you while but you're seeing right now the Harrisonville Cats see something that they like, and there. I mean, especially on that right side, and the Jacks gonna have to make some sort of a front or slant adjustment because right now, man, they're just being out leveraged. Good job by them blowing. Hey, good job by that outside team blowing it up. But again, just Hall being there. So I want to talk about Jake. So I don't know if people can see on the broadcast, but so in the south end zone by American flag, you see they have a long pole. We call that an end zone camera. If you look on the Harrisonville sideline, you can't see they have a monitor over there with our coaches around. And so it's called huddle sideline. And what it is it gives you live footage from the game over there on your sideline immediately. And so after that first drive, 2 drives came out. They're able, the Harrisonville coaches over there watching, this is what they're doing. We can see what it is. And they made the proper adjustments. And that is a huge advantage for any team. As you see
Handoff
again.
there to number 21, Eli Torres again.
Looks like close, maybe third short. But what you see, and so what you see these last couple drives look different because in live time, the Harrisonville coaches are able to see that and make adjustments. And they're seeing what they're in. You see how they start going more to the no huddle with the signs. Some on that right side they can see over there, but it's one of those things about the end game adjustments where the Jackets are going to have to change something because right now it's going to old school football. We're going to run it till we stop it. Run it till they stop it, and then they stop it. You know what? We're going to run it again.
Number 35 and 21 back there, the Wildcats, and it's going to be a handoff to number 35, Asher Hall. Going to be stuffed up by the Yellow Jackets, and it's going to be good enough for the first down.
And again, just now going on the other side. So you saw that a great adjustment by the Wildcats. We ran the ball to that right side 4 times in a row. Jackets, to their credit, make a shift. They do check me the sidelines and run the other side. And like I say, you know what? Hey, let's not get cute. We tried all our cutesy plays. Let's go back, man, to what we know. And like I say, these kids. The Harrisonville Youth Program, about 4th, 5th graders are out there running veer. It is I'm not no joking. It is a cult-like mentality to commit that kind of offense because it is not fun. You know, it's not what you see on Sundays. But hey, it wins a lot of ball games.
They got the elementary schoolers down there in 5th grade playground running that veer.
Yeah, they do. Hey, man, hey, get those armbands and patch and do haircuts out of here. No, man, we hand in the dirt. We are getting after it, but Coach Maxwell, and I've known Coach Maxwell a couple of years, man. Great guy, but great. He's a state championship coach, and he's won state championships. In the last 10 years at Harrisonville, district championships, running this veer offense. And so it's people may say it may not be the flavor of the month, or it may not get the most views or likes. But, man, it wins football games. You're seeing it right now, man. So, and again, we're talking about before, guess what? Guess where I want to see Raheem and Russell and McClare on the sideline, sipping water. I want Banyan out there a lot. I want Banyan tired. And so for the Harrisonville, they're okay. They're okay with 6-minute drive, wear them down. Let's punch it in for 6. Hey, let's play. Let's get some good defense. And I think for the Jackets, man, this is a very important series of plays right here. You do not want to go up again. So kind of the gun 2-back set.
It's gonna be Hall passing it down to number 6. And it's going to be a nice about 8 to 9 yard gain there.
And so that's what McNeil again, Bro McNeil, good player. And you're seeing just the adjustments, right? They're going to load the box up, that outside linebacker, that leverage player. If he's on cheat in and worry about that option pitch, we'll pitch it out there one-on-one. And so it's just right now, man, the Wildcats right now have a bit of the answer to every question Jack can throw at them right now. It's kind of like they got their own cheat sheet, man, or I don't know. The kids still use cheat sheets. What is it, guys? It's a chat GPT. I don't know what your generation uses now.
They're going to pass it in. Number 33, Keller Johnson with the touchdown.
And again, Jacob, we just talked about it, man, setting it up. Hey, run the ball. We always say, man, you tell kids, man, see a little, see a lot. And the problem is when you got all these things, you're telling, hey, you got emotions, we got we got responsibilities. When you get to looking all over the place and you're not, and you get looked off to your own assignment, it's just that eye discipline, man.
PAT's up and good for the Wildcats, extending their lead to 20 to the center, Yellow Jacket 6. And you got to say, outside about the first and second drive, the Wildcats look like they've been playing checkers while the Yellow Jackets have been playing chess. Really seeing what the Yellow Jackets have been doing at their front and them linebackers, adjusting the veer accordingly, getting some pitches in, running a lot of RPO, especially on that second drive, I believe, after the Yellow Jackets scored. And you just got to say, you got to tip the cap off to them. Really good adjustments there. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets have in store here on their offensive drive.
You know, you always say this as a coach, man, and I got this from Coach. Shout out to my guy, Coach DeLong, but no, Coach Max, why these guys with this. A great head coach is only good as a staff. And Harrisonville has a very good, you see those guys over there still now, hey, at the monitor, out the mark, hey, what worked well, what didn't? Let's get our adjustments together. And it's just one of those things, man, where, you know, they're going to make the adjustments. And, you know, I think the Yellow Jackets, they got some good ball coaches down there, too, themselves. You know, I know Coach Coffee, man, Coach Franks, they're trying to they're going to get it. They're going to try to get this thing figured out. I think right now it's key, man. We need not so much just a score, but we need a long drive.
Kadir's there taking it, and it's going to be swallowed up by the Wildcats at about the 20-yard line. Number 5, Isaac Moore, getting a huge tackle there.
So right now, hey, the perfect world, you want to 7:02 left on the clock. The Jackets want to get a long drive, get that ball down there, get some points out of it, give that defensive rest. Another penalty flag, man. These
frustration there by the Yellow Jackets.
You know, I'll tell you this: I love our yellow field. Not good for seeing flags. Like, maybe it's the line. It's like these mysterious flags. You know, maybe a green flag, pink flag. You know, it's 2025. Just the yellow. I don't know where the yellow came from. You know, talking to my guy over here, Mr. Phillips. Man, he's a history buff. Might get him looking at that, like, you know. And then he waves it off like, you know, I guess it can't be white because he's, hey, I want to wave the white flag. But it is just, you know, one of my Coach Brown tangents, man, you know, one of my get off my line moments, you know, I have them every now and again. Here we go right here. We got, and you're seeing already the adjustment. Well, you know what, right now I like this matchup over here. If that's Ansley and it looks like he's being guarded one-on-one. Well, what kind of defense? Oh, the Harrisonville is running. It looks like a little Canadian football where everybody's standing there getting a head start.
And Larry Clayton is going to be tackled about 1 yard back of the line of scrimmage.
Okay, and you know what we call that? A lot of people watching that. So when you have the entire defensive line stand up and kind of moving around, they call that an amoeba defense, kind of like a hybrid. And so what it's meant to do is for those offensive line with those blockers, you can't see your man in front of you. It kind of gives them a running start, creates some chaos. And you saw right there, hey, that's Harrisonville's. Hey, that's when our abilities make a punch. Again, you see now giving a little safety help over there to Ansley, but I still like that matchup. If you get them on the outside, man, to give them a chance.
That's exactly what they're going to do. McClare's going to wind up trying to find his receiver, Rylan Russell, but it's going to be overthrown there. Dangerous pass there by Justin McClare, trying to get a deep connection.
See, that's what you call that right there, man, you know, McClare, listen, McClare's play was, he's still a young QB, that he was predetermined where he was going to go with that ball before a snap. And so I think he has that back. He might want to look right, go back over there left. I still like, you know, I like Ansley's matchup size against number 11. You know, Ansley's one of our all-conference, all-district basketball players. Very long arms, good speed. You got to give him a chance, man, to make a play.
And it's going to be Johnigan at quarterback, and it's going to be caught there by number 2, Kadrian Evans. I was a little confused there as who's at quarterback, and it's going to be Israel Johnigan, who actually played quarterback for a while there last year.
Yes, and he was a starting quarterback last year. I think one of the things about with Johnigan, so he got a little banged up this summer. And so McClare ever get the snaps. But you know what? That's adjustment, right? They haven't prepared for Johnigan all week. Donegan has a very, very strong arm, man. Like very good athlete, very calm demeanor. And so again, we talk about adjustments. You know, it turned to a chess game. Okay, we'll go to quarterback you guys necessarily ready for. See what we can do. And then again, too, you see, man, this I can't say unseasoned. We kind of been spoiled with this nice weather the past few weeks, but a very warm day. It's been pretty cool all week, and so you can see some of the kids now kind of sitting down there. I'm glad the suns went down, and so, but right now, hydration, man, is key. I hope we have enough in the tank. You know, with some guys, and it's gonna be some guys out step up. So guys may not necessarily played or plan on playing as much, but right now, hey, it's 4th and 2. It's 6 minutes left in the half. If you're the Jackets, you gotta get this right here because
sure.
you do not want to get the ball back to Harrisonville with this short field and this offense because that could spell doom.
It's gonna be a gutsy call here by Coach Powell for the Yellow Jackets. Huge play here just before the second half. It's going to be a keeper there by McClair, and it's going to be swallowed up, and it's not going to be converted. Wildcats are going to get the ball back. Turnover on downs.
That's a great tag. It looks like, well, who's that? The surprise. Looks like Mr. Johnson. Hey, great form tag. It looked like he had it. It looked like that hole was open. He was going to get it. Great job by that linebacker. You know, I love to see linebackers, man, who don't dance. They come right down. Hey, you see that down block, we are blowing up really, hey, trust our eyes. You know, we say, a coach tell me, hey, good eyes, good feet, you can't be beat. And that was great eye discipline, great footwork. Hey, hats off to them. So, hey, Jackets, hey, right now, hey, sudden change. Hey, this defense has had some very good moments this first half. Let's see if we can get this back.
By number
you got to watch this bubble screen. Leaving early right there a little bit.
Fired to Hall, and it's going to be play called dead.
Oh, we dodged a bullet. You see Coach Coffey yelling, not for that false start. And I know Coach Maxwell is telling Hall right now, he had that wheel route to number 15 wide open. They had set that play up. It's frustrating for the Wildcats because you set that play up all day, and now you kind of showed your hand, and now the Jackets can adjust to it. It's one of those kind of mesh concept or scissor concept, where you're putting Evans, the cornerback, and the Bond. If he takes the slant, we throw the wheel. Takes the wheel, we throw the slant.
And you got to be thinking as the Wildcats here that you want to go for a liver shot. I mean, a lot of ball left here to play, but you got to think if they score here, the Yellow Jackets are going to definitely buckle up and feel the pressure. Motion here by number 15, Styler Gilmore.
Looks like another false start. And right now, the Wildcats, you know, used to say, Coach I used to tell our players all the time, the game's hard enough, son. Don't beat yourself. Can we beat the other 11 guys? And right now, the Jackets haven't played a down defense yet, and they're 1st and 20. And so right now, if you're the Wildcats, man, you know, you got to find you better find them. But if you're a center, hey, you're not going to feel sorry for them. Again, so come back this 4-man formation. You got to be careful. They ran that screenplay the first time.
Hall going to find his man number 15. Going to be jukeboxing here. That's got to be one of the most prettiest 5-yard gains I've ever seen in my life.
And you know what? Right there, hey, good job by the Jackets. They made adjustments saying, okay, they ran that quick screen the first time. But good play by Hall by running right there at that outside linebacker, kind of holding him a little bit and then flipping it out there. But good job by He kind of made Banyan miss, which hats off to him because not too many people have made Banyan miss so far. Looks like I got Jacket down here. Hopefully he's just a little fatigued. Maybe a cramp, but again, we talk about it's a unseasonably warm night. You see us up on the press box. We are up here chugging water profusely. Damn, you drinking there yet, Jacob? You okay?
I'm all good.
You
Probably
young,
gonna get a drink here
you
at
young
halftime.
people, man. I tell you what, you young folks, hey, us, Mr. DJ Phillips, man, we over here. We'll have something for you, bro. It is hot, like, and so us, Roderick Fields, and you know, hopefully, just get some water in him. Roderick, great young man. Say no, it's hot, and so again, I used to talk about these games where you know it's going to be hot. You prepare for a game 48 hours out, and so we tell the kids you don't start hydrating the day of or night before you start hydrating, 48 hours out. I'm carb loading up. You always want to make sure that when you go to the restroom, your urine is nice and clear. When you sweat, it's nice clear sweat, like because heat stroke and heat injuries are it's a serious thing, and you want to be safe, and so you have to make sure. We tell the guys all the time, man, take care of your bodies because it is. It seems like we've been out here for about 2 hours already. It's still only halfway through the second quarter.
Wildcats here lining up in a very familiar formation.
Oh.
It's going to be absolutely blown up by the Yellow Jackets. They got hands on the quarterback, the running back, and they had a guy looking at the pitch as well. What a great defensive call there by the Yellow Jackets.
What? That was Izzy right there, and we call that play I had enough. And that call that play was I had enough of this, and I'm just going to blow up and do it. And you know what? Sometimes, I tell them all the time, effort is a great equalizer. And, sometimes by just start playing hard and being physical, you can make a play. And right there, man, he did his job, somebody else's job too, and made the play. And so, hey, hats off to him. Here we go. Coming back again. Got to watch that wheel route formation.
Hall scanning the field. Going to try to find a man, and it's going to be just a little bit short.
Hey.
Number 15 got a little bit open there, Striker Gilmore, and you got to say that could have been disaster there for the Yellow Jackets.
Great job by you-know-who, Mr. Augie Banyan, right there. We call that pulling the chain. Got them coach long words. When the quarterback rolls out, that linebacker, you basically mirror him like you have a chain attached to him. Right now here, Harrisonville, I got to think Harrisonville was going to do, and that's exactly what they said they were going to do.
And that's going to be a really bad neutral zone infraction there by Stephen Young, our guy. Sorry about that. It's going to be actually number 50, Z-Mark Jones.
And Z-Mark knows better than that. But even still, if you're the Jackets, and that's what we talk about beginning the drive. Those two false starts for driving even started has Harrisonville. So even still, if you're Jackets, man, you're still in decent shape. You're still in decent shape at 4th and 12. Too close to punt, kind of 4-down territory. So right here, man, you got to watch. 2-by-2 looks like got a little man coverage. You got to watch Hall with his legs right here.
Hall going to scan the field, and it's going to be a huge sack there by the Yellow Jackets. Turnover on downs.
That's our guy, Larry Do It All Clayton. Hey, great job right there. I like that. Hey, with the Jackets saying, hey, you know what? We're going to go with a little zero coverage, so man-on-man, R4 covering your 4, and then we're going to send more than what you can block. And the thing about that is, with that blitz, if it's 4th and 6, 4th and 7, they get the ball out quicker. But him being 4th and 12, having to hold the ball a little bit longer, it gave Clayton time to get home. And that's why we say, man, penalties will kill you every time. Even though with that good field position, man, Harrisonville couldn't do anything to it. Shooting himself in the foot a little bit. And hats out to the Jackets, man, making that adjustment. Looks like Jonigan's back in a quarterback. I wonder too, man. McClare took some big hits. And so I hope he's okay. Want to be all right, man. He's the future. But right now, hey, letting Jonigan right now, a lively arm, maybe Jack, they got to get back in it. You see already, too, with the Harrisonville defense backing off a little bit.
Jonigan going to drop back, scanning his receivers. He's going to take it out. Scramble there by Jonigan, and it's going to be punched out, luckily out of bounds.
And you see, and the Wildcats remember Jonigan from last year, and you see already the respect they're showing him, not blitzing him as much, dropping a little more coverage. Right now he has a lively arm, but people don't realize too, man, Izzy put in a lot of work this offseason, and so he definitely has gotten faster. He has that long gait, and so right now here goes a Wildcats back with this amoeba defense, trying to trick him, trying to time it up right. And again, that's second time.
And it's going to work again. Clayton absolutely swallowed by that defensive line of the Wildcats.
And you see, it's kind of like almost a shift change in hockey or walking up. And one of the things I'm noticing right now too, Jacob, with the Jackets want to get rid of that. Clearly, they had the Jackets snap count timed up because that timed up perfect. So you're the Jackets, you may want to start going on 2, going on first sound, changing up your cadence because right now when you have a team's cadence you have a team cadence timed up, you can pin your ears back, man. And so, again, like 4-man front.
Wildcats D-line.
It's like another false start from the Jackets. And there right now, if you're the Jackets right here, man, you just want to get the Jackets get the ball, start second half. I think right now you would love to score, but right now I think you want to get this half, man, without having any more damage. And so, it is both teams, man. This game started off so clean, and this second quarter, both teams, man, very sloppy with the penalties. This looks like the Wildcats going to drop 8, play some coverage, let their front three, man, say, hey, let our front three look like they can do something, get some pressure.
Is he getting some time, winding up, finding an open man? Augie Banyan still farming. He's going to break free. He's going to get to about the 10-yard line. Huge game there by the Yellow Jackets, my goodness.
And, you know, you see why the Jackets wanted to stick Izzy in there because, hey, Izzy has a live arm, man. Like, hey, Izzy's not Izzy, to be a sophomore in high school, he's one of the most calm demeanors, man, does not get flustered. He almost has this stone cold personality where he doesn't get rattled. And so you see right now a lively arm. Him and his buddy Augie have probably practiced that 1,000 times, man, over the years. And so you seeing what's going on here right now. Hey, man, you know what? Izzy just shot in the arm that
Izzy going to scroll out. He's going to stiff arm. He's going to truck, and it's going to be no avail there. And that Wildcats D-line getting at it. Second and goal here for the Yellow Jackets. Ball was at the 9. See if he gets any forward progress here. 2:25 and counting here.
Since Izzy's helmet came out, he has to come out for a play. And that's one thing, man. And we say Izzy's tough to come. I would like to see Izzy do a better job of protecting himself. No reason. I'm telling you know, it's hard to tell a young man like that in the best shape of his life. You know, he's a warrior to say, hey, Izzy, man, protect yourself. You're too valuable. Don't take the hits if you don't need them, man.
2-minute warning there.
No.
It's going to be
timeout. Yellow Jackets.
Timeout called by the Yellow Jackets.
You know what?
Give me to halftime. We are being recorded. We have all the audio. It's being recorded. It's not being streamed. So get to halftime. Do a quick wrap up. Set your headphones down, and I'll talk to you guys.
I tell you what, man. If people can't see it at home, this center crowd tonight, man, is electric.
Bumping.
A packed house, man. Shout out to our student section, man, that is making some noise, man. This is what you envision. Talk about coming to the Hive, a Friday night. Students here. We got alumni here. We got fans here. You got barbecue in the air, and this is what high school, man. The coach said this is a little bit of piece of heaven on earth, man, right here. And you guys can't see this view that we get to see too, man. This is awesome right here, man.
Big shout out to the Stink Squad and Miss Jonigan, Coach Jonigan here for coordinating that student section.
Good
and it's
job.
going to be rumbling, bubbling. Number 2, K2, touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The 9-yard score there.
And you know what? I know, K2 had a great run right there, very impatient. But got a good shout out to my man, number 3, Jaden Motormouth Good. Hey, great block on the edge, man. Hey, you know what? You say all the time, hey, no good play happens without some good edge blocking. And that was a great job, man, there by Jaden, man, doing his job, hey, doing the ugly work and getting this guy in the end zone, man.
And you got to say for the Yellow Jackets, that drive was run to a T. Drained a little bit of clock there. A little more would have been nice, but great drive there, scored. And they're looking at the second half at a way more manageable task. See if they can get it to a tie game here.
And so right now, I think this changes come to strategy because if you're Harrisonville now, you definitely, as another surprise. Um, okay, no penalty. Timeout, which isn't the worst thing. Hey, right now this is a big 2-1 conversion play. It gets it within 6. But right now, so it changes the Wildcat strategy. They will probably make intent, you know what, just, hey, getting the ball back going in the half. That big pass play to Banyan and get touchdown right here. The Jackets get the ball start the second half. We call that 2 for 1. And so I think if you're the Wildcats here, if they get any type of decent field position and decent return, you can see them being pretty aggressive and trying to get a score before the half. Because like you say, if I'm the Jackets, as poor as that second quarter was, us to go in here down by 6 points, I feel pretty good about myself. And so, again, hey, we taught us punch, counter, all these boxing references, man. You know, Canelo, Crawford tonight, man. I don't know where that's coming from. But it is. We getting a preview, undercard of a heavyweight fight tonight, man. This is a great football game so far.
McClear is going to be back at the helm. He's going to get the ball winding up, trying to find his receiver. Number 6 just doesn't get the connection there. Number 6, Rylan Russell, off the fingertips, double covered there.
Okay, you know what? Hey, one score game. You play bad, and so now this is the counter, right? Where now Harrisonville, if you want to score points, you may not necessarily be able to run the veer 10, 12 times down the field because you need to score quickly. Now, don't be fooled. They're still going to try to run it early on because so far the second quarter, City's not did a good job of stopping it. But for some of those slow paces, offenses right now, you're probably going to see Harrisonville go to more their 2-minute offense with their no huddle and kind of, but again, as a coach, if I got a senior quarterback, I feel pretty better by letting them go out there and kind of operate. They've had some success passing the ball also tonight too, so it'll be interesting. If you're the Jackets, hey, can you give your defense a chance, some of those pass rushers a chance to get home? Yeah, okay, I think we got a little bit turnaround. Hey, it is. Okay, that makes more sense. You get referees, get them off their feet, man, doing a referee true. Hey, referees got to be tired tonight. They've thrown about 20 flags so far. I'm sure the referees probably need to get in halftime, get a little, get a little R&R themselves, man. It's a very extremely muggy night out here tonight. Russell, good squib kick. I like it.
Squib kick by Russell. It's going to be fumbled around by number 20. He actually recovers it again. Yellow Jackets trying to find that tackle. He's actually going to get a gain here, and it's going to be an absolute hit stick there by the Yellow Jackets, number 32. What a boom there by Jaden Smith.
Hey, young fella. Hey, you know what? I tell you all the time, you know what? We just say, young guys, you want to ever impress the coach, you want to get my good graces, make a play on special teams. And Jaden Smith, tell you right now, man, he made him a play. I guarantee. I saw how big Coach Coffee was and hype Coach Franks was. Wouldn't be surprised, here down the road, man, to see Mr. Smith getting some PT on defense, man. Hey, way to stick your head in there. Now Harrisonville again. You got one timeout. You're 70 yards away from the end zone. How aggressive are you?
Familiar formation again here for the Wildcats. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be keeper. Actually, they faked me out myself. My goodness.
Hey, Jacob, nobody perfect, brother. Hey, they got guys going all type over the way, and that's what the veer is meant to do. And again, we talked about it. Hey, you heard of fear the deer, fear the veer, because they're just going to stick with it. But we can't fall asleep. They are setting something up off it. The more they see those DBs looking in their eyes in the backfield, man, they cannot fall asleep right here.
A lot of eye candy, as Coach Brown was talking about. It's going to be a handoff this time. Number 21, rumbling down the field. Nice gain there by number 21, Eli Torres.
Man. And say Torres probably can't be no more about 5'5", but he plays like he's 6'5", man. That kid has a freaking lion heart. But again, and like I say, within 2 plays, you're in their plus field position, just doing what, they're not going to panic. They don't get out. They are calm. Hey, it's like Novocaine. Give it time, it always works. And so now if you're Harrisonville with a minute left, let's see if they get a little more aggressive.
You got to think they're going to give the keys to the city to Levi Hall to run this offense how he wants. He's going to keep it. Levi finding his man. Is it caught? It is.
You know what, Jackets, you're okay with that. Hey, short game, keeps the clock running. 6-yard game. Again, hey, we say this, Coach, I'm yelling right now, nothing cheap, nothing deep. Hey, get your eyes on your business, all right? Nobody behind you. They're throwing underneath. We got to tackle it.
Offense going to hurry it up here. About 40 seconds left to play in the half. Hall's going to step back, winding an absolute deep bomb. And it's going to be incomplete. Getting real handsy. Harrisonville wishes they got a PI on that, but they're going to let it play.
And you know what? It did look like they got their feet tangled up. But again, I'm telling, if that looks like that's our guy, Elijah Clarkson had the game from the pick six against Lafayette. I got to tell Elijah, man, hey, right now you got, if you're a man, we say this all the time, if man-to-man defense, get your eye on your man. You can't be watching the backfield or anything else. If it's man-to-man, you got to keep your eye on your business because, again, if you ain't got eye discipline, it's going to cost you.
About 35 seconds left to play here. 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Won't be surprised to see Harrisonville run the ball right here with that one time out in their pocket.
They're going to keep it here. He's going to throw an absolute bomb here to number 15, and it just misses a little bit over the top. It's going to be 4th and 4. Let's see what the Wildcats do here with about 29 seconds left to play in the half.
You know what? They're going to go for it. They feel like, you know what, with center having no timeout, if they don't get it. But then again, hey, with the way Johnny was throwing the ball, it's a little risky right here. But also, too, with this 4th and 4, like I say, still I'm a little surprised with the Wildcats going away from the veer. I mean, you got 10 yards to pop, and then you throw the ball 3 times, and you kind of is in. Watch that bubble route right there.
Gilmore going to motion, setting it up.
Oh, it could be a quick kick. Hey, okay, let's step back for a quick punt.
It's going to be – oh, he's going to fake it. He's going to fake it, and Hall's going to get the first down.
And so you know what that was, man. And Harrisonville's notorious for this. Used to be with Jace Reynolds. They call that a punt, but we have a senior guy. It says you can punt it. But if you see you got a lane, I'm going to trust you to go out there, man, and do your thing and call your own number.
And it's going to be a messed up type of screen pass there.
You know what? The Cats got away with one because it looks like their guys were moving at the snap of the line of scrimmage. You see the center coaches are getting under his eyes like, hey, guys, we got to – right now, hey, listen, nobody should be behind you. If they throw it in front of you, we got to tackle like a lot depends on it. With their Harrisonville kicking situation, unless they get about 30 more yards, I can't see them in the field goal. So this is definitely 4 down. Well, they got to get to the end zone right here. And so if you're the Jackets, man, just here we go.
Familiar formation here again.
Oh, well, it looks like busted play, but
busted play, and he's gonna actually get some yards out of it.
And they take their timeout.
13 seconds left to play here.
Man, when it's going your way, it's going your way. And that's one of those things where, hey, guys are tired. I don't know who made the mistake because the quarterback's going one way, the backfield's going the other. The old lines run to each other. But you know what? Levi Hall, this being a gamer he is, you got the old term you say you're turning, you ever eat chicken salad? Yeah, chicken salad. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that, brother. But hey, that's called making something out of nothing, I tell you what. But again, if you're the Jackets, 13 seconds left, they had no timeouts. So again, the clock will stop. They get a first down, the clock will stop to reset the chains. If they get out of bounds, the clock stops completely. But if their tackle short in bounds, the clock's probably gonna run out. So right here, 3rd and 1, you want to get the first down. But right now, so the Harrisonville Wildcats have called 2 plays. They call a 3rd down play, and then once they convert it, they get on the ball and either kill it with spike the ball, or they get a first down. They got another play called, but they know right now they have to. It's interesting right here. I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, you don't want to be too aggressive because again, you just don't want to. If you get out of here with not giving up any points, man, again, so they ran formation a few times. Hey, setting up, you gotta watch the trickery, watch the fake tunnel, and then throw back the other way.
He's gonna wind up Hall. Back to the end zone is going to be just short.
And you know what? We called it, right? Hey, they've been running that play 3 times, faked it. Great job. But who was that? That's our guy, Jaden Good, man. Hey, again, we talk about a good eye discipline. That screen's not my job. My job is the first man, my first deep threat. He fakes. He goes deep. I'm staying with him. Make a great pass to beat you. Okay, so right now, 4th and 1, 8 seconds left. Probably the last play of the half, and if let's jack to the stop, you'll probably see a knee.
Hall's going to get it out to his receiver, number 15. They're going to get a quick pass
Smart play.
out of bounds.
That's a veteran coach right there, Coach Maxwell, understanding how much time we got. If we get a first down, get out of bounds. And so now it's time for one last play from the 20-yard line. Now you have a shot. Hey, you can scramble around. You can throw it up. You've been saving the play all half of this situation. Again, I have to think they're going to at some point watch number 4 back here. They got to be setting up all this green grass to go that way.
Number 2 is going to scan. Hall finds a man, and it's not going to be completed there. Halftime with that, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Brown, any thoughts on that first half?
Brother, we need to get a drink and take a breath. That was exciting. I think, like I say, we talk about this all the time. Looking at the body language, both teams seem a little – they need to get to halftime, get in some AC, get some water. Second half, Harrisonville's great adjustments. What adjustments the Jackets will make. But it's going to be a 4-quarter game, and who has more left in the tank?
For sure. Until then, we're going to run, grab a burger or two. You guys riffle on that popcorn or walk that dog, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
So that they can enjoy a lifetime of sport participation. Details about their services can be found at childrensmercy.org/sports-medicine. The Boone Carnival is coming up in a couple weeks on the 27th of September. Variety of everyone, there'll be lots of great games and entertainment for the kids of all ages. Starts at 1 o'clock and ends at 5 p.m. at Boone Elementary School. On October 11th, our Center Education Foundation will be sponsoring an annual 5K run to raise funds for classroom teacher grants. That will start at 9 a.m. at Redbird Shopping Center.
And to be honest, I didn't know we couldn't see the feed. I didn't know the feed went out. We just kept talking, kept flowing.
To support our center teachers.
Yeah, I guess
Also,
we didn't know we just kept
right after the
y'all
5K
keep
race
talking,
being
but it's good,
started,
man. So
at the South Kansas City Block Party at Redbird Shopping Center. Featuring, again, the center band performing, the center rocket team demonstrating lots of great entertainment presented this year by Cable Dahmer Automotive Group, along with the Redbird Shopping Center and South Kansas City Chamber of Commerce. Lots of activities for kids, lots of shopping for the grown-ups, great food and drink, and it'll be a great time. The Redbird Shopping Center, October 11th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is free.
So here's the situation. It's not streaming. It's streamed for the first quarter, a little bit of the first quarter, but I don't think there's audio. So we saw the game for the first quarter. Then everything locked up. Tula was on the help desk with the WSN. They got it working again, so we couldn't get it streamed again. So it's recording. So every goal. What I'm going to do is, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to upload it when I get home and put it on YouTube, so at least people will be able to watch the rest of it. talk to him.
I had a chance to talk to him after
He
the
said
game.
Bryn is now at Fort Hays State and she's running the meet or she's working the media department. Yeah. Pretty proud about that.
No, he's definitely tell you what, nothing else. Hats off those guys getting this started because this is what
Yeah.
Center's been missing.
Except for the fact that it's gonna kill my
And you
team.
know, as I was talking to you about that, it's one of those situations where you are doing absolutely right by saying, hey, you know what? Give me some young guy. Hey, give me some young crew.
Yeah.
What up, little mama? Girl, what you doing here? Hey, what's going on? How you doing, man? You doing good? Man, good. I didn't know you snuck in here. Hey, I'm glad you're doing well, man. I didn't even see you come in, man. Hey, it's good to see you, baby. All right, you be safe. Hey, you be safe out there, baby.
So, you're supposed to put 3 minutes on the clock, right? You halftime, then you do 3-minute warm up.
Yeah.
Are we actually going to do that?
Hey Jake,
I will look at the white
gotta
cap
keep in mind,
and
watch
say,
the
hey,
game.
they look for you 3
Gotta
minutes.
keep the word there as limited as
I mean,
possible.
once this hits zero,
It's a good
I
pitch.
can-
Yeah, no, I guess maybe not.
It's a good throw to stop. Whenever you feel like you're gonna say the word there, stop immediately. Okay?
All right. Well, looks like
It takes getting used to.
looks like we're getting right back to it.
And like I say, I haven't been able to hear. It's just what I have. I picked it up a couple of times. It might not be bad at all. I just want you to be aware.
Okay, well, we're not going to put it on.
You know, maybe I'm free. Like, let's just get out there. Let's just
Try to get some of these flyers out of your way, brother.
as we're getting ready for the second half kickoff, I'll tell you what, man. Me and Jake were talking. Just shout out to the student. Oh, yep. No, they're going. And so we're getting ready for the second half. We just want to talk about, me and Jake talk about, man. Shout out to, I know you guys can't, I know you can't see it at home, but this center student section, man, tonight has bought the noise, bought the juice. Halftime, man, you wouldn't even know. It's like one of those soccer gangs, man, with the hooligans. This crowd has been electric, man. And I'm telling you, man, from a coach and former player standpoint, it matters. Like that you can feel that juice, man. You know, adrenaline sometimes, man, can keep you going. And we're sitting back here, and it's an amazement, man.
It's a sight to see here tonight, folks.
And kind of got treatment. I think, Jacob, the main thing is right here, I guess the big question is, who's going to start a quarterback for Jack in second half? You know, you had some early success with McClare. You know, had some pressure, and nothing really from his fault. You know, he missed a couple throws, but, you know, not great protection in his face. They go to Johnigan late that drive. He throws the bomb, man. Augie, Justin comes in, hand off to K2. So maybe, you know, they just don't go with one, you know, kind of run both, one being more of the dual threat, the other one being more the passer. But I think right now, Jack's the main thing right now. Let's just try to win this game. And so that's definitely interesting, man, to see how you because with McClare also not playing defense, you know, with Aggie going both ways, you know, do you want to have your quarterback there? It's very intriguing. You know, you got to trust coach right here. Whatever he knows his team players best, and so whatever he decides. But as long as it's not as long as McClare is healthy, which maybe hopefully he is. like it's cooled off some a little bit, Jacob, man. Hopefully, no more cramps. Guys got some hydration and cooled off at the half.
For sure, attrition is definitely playing a factor here. We got the half-off kickoff up almost underway here. Yellow Jackets are getting in their spots.
Couple MRVC scores. Looks like you got Pleasant Hill up over Oak Grove 14-7. Odessa looks like up on Mexico 21-13. Warrensburg's up on Moberly 34-7. Tell you what, and this being the first MRVC game for both schools, you always want to, you start your conference season off, man, with a good win and get some momentum going. So it'll be interesting to see. Opening kickoff.
Elliott Stone gonna boot it there, right over the head of Cadron Evans, and that'll start off the second half here for the Yellow Jackets on offense.
And hey, not the worst thing in the world because Evans, he had that fumble. He had about a 40-yard return early on in the game, and so you seeing they're going to try to keep the ball away from him. If I'm him now, okay, you see Stone's leg kind of got respected. Maybe he's going to take a couple steps back, and so because if he catches one, he has a shot to definitely return it. He definitely want to find a way to get Evans the ball, so we'll see here. Looks like it's going to be Jonigan coming out. McClare's on the bench right now. But again, just because Jonigan started, I would be surprised if McClare didn't see some action this half.
You got to hope the kid's healthy here, not dealing with anything.
Again, sitting good over Moach. Harrisonville coming back, too high look. Hey, definitely respecting Jonigan's.
It's going to look like false start.
And, man, because Evans was shot out of a cannon. You got to think that play may have been for him, man, because he opened up stride like he's doing a 100-meter dash.
False start, Yellow Jackets.
And that's the tough part, man, because, you go into halftime, you drop this great play come out first half. Kids know, I'm getting the ball, it's maybe drawing up for me. And they get a little antsy. And, again, we talked about it, man. You cannot start behind the chains. It's so much harder, man, to contain drives and starting off on first down with a penalty. Hopefully Jackson can overcome this.
K2 here is going to go off in motion, fake the sweep. Jonigan's going to scan, finds his man in Clayton. Clayton gets it up to about the 20-yard line and gets out of bounds. It's going to be some chippiness and a flag thrown out there. You got to think it's going to be unnecessary roughness there. Unnecessary mistake there by the Harrisonville Wildcats.
And it's one of those things, just number 14, unnecessary. He's already out of bounds. He's already down on the knee. You don't need to touch him. It's right in front of the center bench. Clayton looks a little banged up. Hopefully just a cramp. Larry's played a lot of snaps tonight, and so you hope he's okay, man, because he's such a crucial part of what we do. Yeah, it looks like they got the roller play just cramping up a little bit, man. Larry, very tight, tight, compact kid. Sometimes those muscles can drain the fluids very quickly. Looks like he's getting them rolled out. Larry's a dog, man. He's a wrestler. He's a track kid. You got to cut a foot off, and he still may come in and play. Like I can't see him being out long.
Jonigan going to hand it off to Jaden Good. Breaks off a tackle there. Gets a decent gain.
Well, I say Good, another very, very solid athlete, man. His thing, remember that first game against Lafayette, had a couple fumbles, and so he's kind of been off offense, a little bit in the doghouse because of fumbles. But man, he's such a dynamic kid, man. You got to find if he can have ball security, man. And Larry kind of going through some cramp issues, he could be a big key for the Jackets, man, to get something started. So we're going back to a three-back formation again.
Handoff there is going to be stuffed. Hits his own guy on the way to getting tackled for about an even split gain.
And who's that got down? Makes number 76, Big Robert Isaiah. And so, I saw it's that time, too. They had McClare and Johnny on the field at the same time. Looks like McClare is moved a tight end wing back. And so, that, you know what? Hey, I love it. Hey, I love it. Hey, put your best athletes on the field, man. Hey, find a way. All right? Hey, okay, here we go. 3rd down and 7, 3rd down and kind of intermediate.
Jonigan going to scan the field, trying to find a man. Pressure coming in by the Wildcats, and it's just off the tips of number 3, Jaden Good. A little bit overthrown, but, the John Madden rule there. If it touches the hands, you gotta take that in.
That's one of those situations, and we talked about with Good, man. A dynamic athlete, just, hey, man, catching the ball. It's little things, man, and he's going to get better. He's just very, he's very excited. He's a high-energy kid, and sometimes, man, just got to take a deep breath. Hey, just tell him, son, before you run, you got to catch, right? And so, because if he catches that right there, man, he has some green grass in front of him, see what he can do. But you know what? Hats off to Harrisonville. Hey, you come out, 3 and out. Looks like, again, you know what? Not the worst thing in the world. 4th down. Again, not too much. If you're punting anyway, what's the difference between 4th and 7 and 4th and 12? But definitely right there, I think you're the Jackets, man. We got to have a coach. Hey, 3rd down, punt alert, getting them together. Looks like we can't. Looks like we got enough. And right here, most important thing right here is the snap. Snap, catch, execute.
Punt there right by Russell's going to be good.
Good punt right there by Russell. Not really returnable. Hey, great job. Great job. Hey, that's our guy, man. They calls him, he wants we call him Rolls Royce. Sure, why not? That's my guy, Rolls Royce.
He got the touchdown tonight, Brown.
It got called back.
It did.
But he did score, so you know what? He can, what's Lord Rolls Royce? What, call him a Chrysler 300? I don't know what. But, no, hey, that's my guy, Ryland, man. You would not, they say his brother, Armand, was a great player for us, man. Had some really great games against the Wildcats in his day in football and basketball. He played last night, man. I think the UCM lost a tough one again, but Armand Russell, man, making us proud down there playing Jacket alumni, playing football at the next level, and glad to see his brother make a team legacy. Okay, now, they were the same veer formation. We'll see. I know they got some adjustments they probably made, and you see right there.
It's going to be a handoff there to 35.
And you know what? You see the first adjustment right there. The first half, they ran it probably 80% of the time to the right side. Right side veer, right side option. First adjustment is too, hey, let's come out now. Let's run the left side now. Okay, you know what? Let's get them going. You see Clayton over there to the left, and you got Good over there to the left. Notice something too right now. You see McClare in on defense. Looks like got an outside linebacker kind of hybrid guy, and so Izzy's off on defense. So I just think too that probably now they're gonna go with John again at quarterback the rest of the game.
Oh, gonna keep it there.
Oh, man.
He's gonna see green grass. He's gonna take it to the 40, to the 30, and he's gonna take it to about the 25-yard line.
And this is one of those things where it's that point in the game now where you know what, Coach Maxwell and them are not going to fool around with it. They came in, they made their adjustment. Harrisonville is always notorious, a great halftime adjustment team, and so you see whatever they saw, they want to come out and attack. They are, but it's rinse, cycle, repeat, man.
It's going to look like a neutral zone infraction there again by the Yellow Jackets. Ticky-tacky penalties.
And as you see, it was like Johnny was going back in the game, but as you see, trying to rotate some bodies. You're looking at the sideline. There's some guys kind of hands on hips, sitting down a little bit, and that's what we talk about, right? Hey, like keeping guys fresh. It's a battle of attrition, man. Tell you what.
Wildcats going to hand it off, and it's going to be stuffed up
And you know what? Better job right there of option responsibility, right? Inside linebacker, you say inside linebacker, D tackles. You guys are responsible for the dive man. Okay, outside linebacker, defensive end, their quarterback, more pitch, but hey, do your job. Great job with them. Hey, the problem is when you give them 5 free yards, instead of second down and 7 or 8, now you got second down and 1.
It's going to be 1st and 1 in the Yellow Jackets territory, about the 18.
And
He's going to he's going to pop it, and it's going to be a touchdown. Keller Johnson.
And you know what, Jacob? We talked about that. They've been setting it up, running veer. But even still, again, too, hey, not bad job by Clarkson, man. If it's a game of inches, and if Clarkson does a half step to his left, breaks a half step quicker, he's probably. We've seen Elijah go for
that
a
was
big
going to be
pick,
6.
and so right now he's very frustrated, kicking himself.
Guys down for the Yellow Jackets.
And I'm afraid that looks like it's John again. It is, and you know what? Cramps. It looks like again. Cramps, man. And you know, very cautious with him because he, during preseason camp he battled some lower leg, some lower leg injuries. And so they definitely want to be cautious with him doing that. Now you got shit focus now. Looks like for the time being, McClare has to be the guy, which it's not the worst thing in the world. You got confidence in him. He's had success tonight. I think now it's kind of come to the point where you kind of got to start throwing the ball a little bit. Man, we hope it looks like it's just cramps. Get some Gatorade in him and get him back. Looks like he's moving around okay, just very gingerly. But we say it's a. Looks like Harrisonville going for 2.
Hall going to keep it. Hall's going to take it. And it's going to be too good.
With the old John Elway helicopter. And that's to say, we said it, Jacob, early on, even when Harrisonville got down and Jackson with a good start, they weren't going to panic. We say you got a senior quarterback, man. As a coach, we always say you sleep a little easier. I can tell you this year's, when I called defense for Jack a couple years ago, Joe Vick's my best friend. Hey, Joe Vick got me a lot of sleep, man. Got me, I ate well, I slept good because I know no matter what, even if a defense had an off day, hey, man, I got Joe back there in the offense, man, we had a chance. And so when you got you a good veteran quarterback, man, it calms the team down. It makes everybody rest, and we're fine. We're fine. We're running our offense. We're going to do what we do. Then on the other end, we got a senior-led defensive line with Johnson, with some of those guys, Wyatt Smith, and some of those other guys, man. Like when you senior leadership, man, you can't have enough of. And the Jackets still being very young, I believe they may have they have a few seniors, but not very many. And a lot of the seniors they have, some of those are first or second year players, and so. When you got guys, 4-year guys in your program, in Harrisonville's case, some guys probably, we talked about earlier, 7, 8, 9 years in their program with their system.
Sure.
It makes you feel better. Evans gonna get a chance to return this one, see if he can get a crease.
And Evans gonna be taken down there at about the 27-yard line. It's gonna be a flag thrown. Let's see what the call is.
It looks like it might be a holding, judging by the body language. The Jackets, hey, man, if you want to get to where you want to be, if you want to get to where you think you want to be, you're going to have games like this, right? You're going to, let's see what we got. Let's let the young QB right now, he has to go out there, man, run their offense. But hey, it's a lot of time left. The Jackets have potentially had big plays. No, so it looks like the flag was on the Wildcats. For us, right? Hey, again, great field position. You know, you got Russell and Ansley kind of been on the bench for a good price. It should be fresh, but I would like to see something right here. Hey, man, maybe something quick, something out there. You know, getting them going. Again, Harrisonville's kind of backing off more, man. Kind of more that 2 high quarters look. Definitely playing the pass.
McClare's gonna miss his guy there.
Oh,
and it's gonna be called a fumble, I believe.
Yes, you know what? That's called a lateral because it was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. And so even though it looks like a forward pass, in order to be a forward pass, it has to go forward.
Yep.
And good job. Hey,
heads up play.
Heads up play by Larry. You know, there's a smart guy. Make sure that ball's going to get out of bounds. But again, that's just as bad as a sack or a 12-let's play because now you're 2nd and 22. Kind of on the heels, and what's your defense? You see defense over there on the bench right now trying to get some air. But the worst thing you do right here for the Jackets is if you go 3 and out and put that defense back on the field after that, man. Like you're Aston, you know, the dam's not breaking yet, but you know it's definitely starting to see some water leak through. Again, Harrisonville and their three front.
McClary gonna shoot it to him, and his knee's gonna be down, fully down, and the refs are gonna call it down.
And that's one of those things, you know. If you watch Sundays or you watch professional football, you're right. You can have a knee go down, and you're still get up. You're not to a touch. And in high school and college, once you're down, the ball catch, the play's dead. And you know, to kind of forgive him a little bit because this is Ansley, as great as an athlete is, it's his first year playing organized football. And so one of those situations where it's like, you know what? He may not know the rule, and it's unfortunate because if he catches, he has some room. Looks like we got John again coming back in the game, man. We can't really be surprised, man. Izzy is just Izzy's a dog, man. Izzy's a flat-out dog. Past situation, I think Harrisonville right now too is they're playing the pass. Oh, and you know what? Hey, when we talked about earlier the first half, man, changing up your cadence. And, you know, try to get their time and kind of work right there. And I think what it is, too, is, you know, cadences are like, you know, somebody's voice. Cadence can be the same, but different quarterbacks have different cadences. And so with John again, I think his cadence may be a little bit longer, a little bit different. And so they've timed McClare's cadence, but Izzy would kind of be different, kind of change your pace, kind of like in baseball. You know, some guys have a fastball, other guys throw a curve. It can still be a strike, but it's all about your preference. So I like to see that, hey, man, get 5 cheap yards. Now still 3rd and 20, but hey, you know what? You saw that blitz coming, gives the Jackets, gives Harrisonville something to think about. Again, hey.
There's gonna be another false start there by the defense. Got about like 3 guys there jumping.
I love it. I love it because again now that pass rush, you got them thinking a little bit right now, right? Hey, now they don't know where to go on. It's just it makes that first play so crucial. Because you got 10 free yards and you're still 3rd and 16 instead of being a first down. So you're getting closer, but if we talk about winning that first snap, man, we got about having positive plays, man.
It's gonna be a handoff to Clayton. He's gonna get some good yards there.
And you know what? I almost wonder with that play right there tells me it's gonna be 4 down territory. You try to get half of it back. Hey. 4th down and 8, you know what? Not possible. Especially the way Johnny gets thrown the ball gives you a shot. But I like it right there. Hey, you calling the play to set the next one. I got to think right here, man. We got to be looking for Russell, Ansley, or our guy Augie Banion. If you can sneak him out somewhere. Augie's not in the game. Looks like we got Brother Good and Evans. I got Evans in the slot. I like Evans' match. Oh, looks like we got Russell down here with one-on-one with the cornerback. Let's see if we can exploit that matchup.
Jonathan's going to pass. He's scanning. He's going to roll out the pocket. There's a flag on the play, but as if it would stand, it'll be a 1st down and more. Israel Jonathan going to bustle, and muscle his way down the field to about the 35-yard line. There was a flag called, and it's going to be holding. Killer there. Absolute killer. And again, it's just shooting yourself in the foot. Coach Brown, I don't know what you have to say about that one.
You can, as a coach, man, it's just one of those things. You see Coach Powell has no choice but to punt the ball. And, you know, and to be fair, man, we got to be fair. Right now, man for man, pound for pound, the Harrisonville are they're up front. They have the advantage of the front of the defensive line, and so I think that's why it's so important for the Jackets to stay in manageable downs because you can't expect the O-line to hold up 3 or 4 seconds against this rush. And so, like you say, you see it every time, man. These penalties, these drive starting penalties, usually ends in punch because it's just hard to overcome penalties at this level, man.
Punt there by Russell.
Russell kind of came outside of his foot.
And it's going to be a running start there by 14. He's going to brush off a tackle. He's going to take it up. And it's going to be called out of bounds. They might have got a piece of that foot out of bounds.
Hey,
still a nice return.
Good coverage right there, man. You know, not Russell's best punt, but, hey, good job of hang time, man. Good job them covering it. I hate to say it, Jacob, right here is probably the most important drive of the game.
For sure.
The Jackets have to get a stop because if not, you do not want to go down, man, 3 scores to this team because Harrisonville, man, you know what they want to do. They want to grind it out. They want to take time off the clock, and they're okay, man, getting out of here with just one of them things. So, tell you what, man, but still, the fans are still bringing the juice. They are still down here excited, man. It is an awesome thing to see. Okay, now we got their twins look, so we got 2 receivers to the top. We got Johnson down here at the bottom of tight end. They can still run. Surprise, surprise.
Hall's going to hand off to number 35. Man. And a little shoelace tackle there, a saver right there.
And so you see little variation of formation now, just what they made. They get that down to the receiver. When they go in twins, that outside linebacker or safety has to expand out there to cover that ground and then still running very that way, trying to expand the defense.
And if you're the Wildcats, you got to be thinking about that liver punch here on this drive. And if you're the Yellow Jackets, you got to say, bend, don't break, see if we get a stop, let our offense, cook up something. And he's going to walk with him, and it's going to be a handoff, but a real tight hold there.
That looked like Hall and running back, man, we're doing the Texas two-step. But, hey, that's called trust. Running that mesh point, you ride that mesh point as long as you can. Great job. But we talk about it again. I know it sounds like a broken record, but running this offense years, thousands of reps, where they get that trust factor. Because again, right, that's easy to be a fumble. Right now, if you're the Jackets, you want to try to blow that mesh point up. And right now you got to be featured. See the Jackets, man, have everybody up in the line of scrimmage, man. True zero coverage. Still got to watch the play action pass right here. You can't get too aggressive. Again, hey, you know what? I love to see it. Looks like could bring up by 3.5 yards, but if you're the Jackets, right, you got to sell out right here. You know, you got everybody in the box. Zero coverage outside. The only thing they got to do, and he's seen them run the play down here last time. Clarkson back there, man, can't fall asleep because, he's lined up over Johnson right now, and that play action pass, man, is always there. On 3rd and 1, it's probably 2 down, so right now you can't fall asleep right here.
And it's going to be the same play. Handoff there to number 5, Isaac Moore. He's going to get the first down with quite ease.
It's like Moore's a little slow to get up. Hope he's all right.
Looking like some cramps there.
Hopefully he's got rolled up on. But again, and you see it, and that's not only they run this veer a lot, that's about the 4th different running back I've seen tonight as ran that play. And so just the trust, their repetition, the muscle memory to have to be able to do that, to trust guys to come in, and with that mesh point, man, like it's I'm telling you, Jake, from preparing for times here, it is a pain, man. And again,
they're going to keep it 35. Asher Hall's going to get the touchdown there. A strike by the Harrisonville Wildcats.
You know what, Jacob, you talk about a liver punch, man. That's more like a throat punch right there, man. That is tough. You see, man, they're wearing down. it's
Extra point is good. Score is Harrisonville 35, Center 12.
Harrisonville goes up to score about 35 to Center's 12 with about 2:21 left here to play.
and you can see even on both teams, man, just the guys, the walk is getting a little slower. Hey, man, a little. You can just tell, man, some of that enthusiasm on that. Like it's, and we talked about before. Like this is some of those all-season games where, hey, that work you did from January through July, and on you're working on your bodies, man, getting yourself together. This is time where it has to come through because you're right now, your body will play. Your mind may still be strong, but your body's playing tricks on you. Right now, man, it's the will. The great Herm Edwards once said, man, it ain't the skill, it's the will. And right now, man, if you're the Jackets, you gotta will yourself back. And somebody has to make a play. You're tired, but you're one play away from getting back in this game. Hopefully, man, a good kick right here, return by Evans are good, and get the drive started. Make sure we feel that punt. Oh, man. Hey, good job. Oh.
Jaden Good there. Going to get wrapped up at about the 29-yard line. Flag on the play again on another kickoff.
Tackle number 17 for the Wildcats, Jackson Alvarez.
You know what? Ever since that one return, you got to give the Wildcats some credit because their coverage has been a lot better. Now, also, too, avoiding Evans is a probably pretty good strategy. A hold against the Jackets. We'll push it back even.
The flag on the play gets the ball back. The 21-yard line, no Jackets have the ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, right now, let's see. We looks like Clayton's out the game on the sideline, a little banged up. I'll tell you right here, you got McClare and Johnny in the backfield. Kind of, hey, your defense, you gotta be thinking alert. Both guys can throw. Both guys good athletes.
Is he gonna wind up and he's gonna find his man, receiver Raheem Ansley. He's gonna shake him big and he's gonna get about a first down there. Yellow Jackets with a nice throw and catch.
Tell you what, man, Jonigan doing his best. Dante Culpepper, man, throw right there. Throwback quarterback, man, but just slinging that thing in there, man. Giving Ansley, putting between the 2 and 3 of Ansley's chest, letting the athlete be an athlete, man. Simple pitch and catch. Good drive starter.
They're gonna hurry it up. Izzy scanning, trying to find a man, and it's gonna be picked off by the Harrisonville Wildcats. Number 14 picks it off, and he's shoved out of bounds by Kadarius Evans. Number 14, Brandon Cannonblee, is going to get the pick.
And you know what, Jake, I was looking at it, man, as we took this flag out, but I was kind of worried. I saw the previous play where, Izzy's kind of staring down the receiver a little bit. And, but for all we don't know Izzy even prepared to play quarterback coming to this game tonight, coming off an injury. So it's some of those things, with eyes and some mechanical things that Coach Boxman would get with him and get him figured out. But that's unfortunate, man. That is a good drive, good throw, man. Hats off. Braden had a rough night. They picked on a little bit earlier. He stayed with it, got the personal foul a little bit earlier. But the kid, man, has stayed in and made a big play. Again, another personal foul. This is you see this game getting. I've lost count of flags. I might have to get Mr. Phillips, our calculus teacher, to help figure out. I don't know what the flag penalty numbers is, but tonight it has been on both sides. Some undisciplined football that both teams know moving forward to get to where everyone get to. They have to clean this up. Penalties will get you beat. And I think right now you see with the Jackets, man, you're starting to see a couple different numbers out there. Some fresh bodies, because you got guys on the back. You got Clayton working through cramps. You got Cage working through some things. You got John again trying to catch his breath. You know, it's and then again, rinse, cycle, repeat, man. I tell you
Hall
what.
going to keep it there. He's going to keep going, and it's going to be about close to a first down. And as Coach was saying, you know, you want to keep your players healthy, live to fight another day, as Coach would say, things like that.
And it does get to a certain point, man, where if this fourth quarter starts, you got to think, man, at what point does Coach Powell say, hey, man, you know what? I may pull some of my guys off, man. You live to fight another day. But health, you're right, Jacob. This is a long season. We got 7 games left, maybe including a playoff run. But health is wealth. And, you know, regardless of the game, you want to think about the safety of the student athletes. And we got some tough kids, man. Sometimes you got to save a kid from himself. Like, you got to think about John again. I think about Clayton. You know, think about McClare's, one of those guys where it's just like, hey, you know, we'll get them next week, but we got to have it next week, so we need you healthy.
And if you're the Wildcats, you just got to think you want to, you know, rinse that clock out, ring it out, get your guys on that bus back. It's about a 30 to 40-minute drive there, so you know you want their kids back on that bus pretty quickly, so they're going to run this ball. It's going to be false start on the Yellow Jackets.
And again, you know, got some fresh bodies in there. You got some young guys in there excited, you know, want to make a play. It just, it's, hey, you know, looks like Z Marks out. Looks like a couple other bigger bodies out. So, you know what, hey, again, hey, if you're Jackets living to fight another day, it's say again, may not be the worst strategy, man.
It's going to be a keeper there by Hall. Hall's going to stumble to the first yard, to the first down, correction.
And again, it's just, I know people at home may be watching like the same play. It is the most one of the difficult things when ran correctly, and you know people don't understand where. So trying to get your scout team, your practice team to practice this time and do it during the week, you only get 3 days prepared. That's tough, you know. And then you got different guys in there taking different reps, taking different things. Like it's not as simple as it looks just to stop. Little check with me. Looks like maybe flipping to the other side. And you know what? I think Hall that time got a little bit too lackadaisical. And so that's what, you know, Jacks, you need to, hey, get a pre-snap penalty. Again, this Twins look, and they saw something at the half. They ran this formation a bunch this half.
Number 35, Asher Hall.
And it looks like probably a last play of the third quarter. And think about that, you noticing right now why you want to watch the plays hitting so much with people watching. The Yellow Jacket defensive line is getting upfield way too much. They got to stay more heel line. They're just, cause right now they're just getting upfield. The old line's letting them go because they know Hall's gonna read it right, and they're going up to second level, getting a couple bodies on Bang and some other better guys. And it's just right now, man, we got a little more gap discipline. They say that's the end of 3. You know, Jackets 12, Wildcats 35. You know, Jacob. I ain't saying the big lady is singing, but I think she's over there warming up a little bit.
Yep.
So, and right now, man, this is you're going to need your jackets, man, you need a stop right here, and then to get the ball back and make something happen. I don't know if it's going to be John again or McClare going back the other way.
If you're the Jackets, you got to think quick stop, quick store, and divine intervention there to get something going here.
And, you know, and we point out up here, we say, and I say, coach, at a certain point, you got to think, like, okay, you got to save the kids from themselves sometime, man. Tell you what, shout out to Mr. Clayton, man, over here DJing. Hey, he's been killing tonight, man. I'm definitely over here bringing a good vibe to the Jacket Nation. 2nd and 11, this twins formation. Oh, man.
He's going to try to find the man. Hall passes it. Number 21, catches it. Juke move. Another move. He's going to stumble there for a first down.
And so, you know what, man, I tell you that right there, man, that was they trying to set up that veer throwback pass to the tight end. They had it covered pretty well. Shout out to Hall, man, just keep the play alive and making something happen.
Alrighty, folks. Due to technical difficulties, we're going to have to stop the broadcast here. We had a pleasure wrapping it up here tonight with you guys and enjoying this football game. Y'all have a great night.
Rinse, cycle, repeat.
Please make sure your rides are on their way. Also, a reminder, no fans are allowed on the field following tonight's game. No fans on the field after tonight's game. Thank you.